Okay, this is Shelly, your cruise director again, with the second half of the first video that had no sound. Basically now I'm going to throw a bunch of stuff in terms of using Google Drive at you if you haven't. I know, again, most of you have been playing school for a while and Google Drive's been around for a while, so you may be familiar with it. But I'm guessing there's some tips and tricks that you haven't used and you're going to pick them up over the course. So let's look at what is due tonight. So if you're still struggling with some of this, this might help. Okay, so discussion board, you should know how to do that. What you might be struggling with there is getting images up, and if you're really struggling with that, feel free to reach out. But okay, comment on course syllabus. That's one of the things you had to do. So commenting in Google Drive, you're going to do that a lot. Oh, I always forget. I prefer having it open in a full screen. There we go. Commenting in Google Drive is pretty easy. You just highlight the text that you want to comment, and either directly on the right, a little comment bubble will pop up, or up here in the icon bar, the menu bar, there's also the add comment option. And you're going to be using the commenting feature a lot in this course, so definitely get used to it. A couple things hopefully notice. So one, you can add comments. Two, you'll notice once you can add comments, you can start dialogues. So you can talk to me, you can talk to others. Three, this is a trick a lot of people don't realize. If you hit plus and you put in someone's email, it will email them this direct message with a link to the document as long as they have permissions to see the document. So it's kind of a way to do a direct conversation. So say this is a draft of a paper and you have a very specific question for me in relation to your draft. This could be one of the easiest ways to get my attention quickly, is to not only put the comment, but then, you know, put plus my email. Hey, Shelly, I'm wondering, ... whatever the question is. And when you hit reply, it's going to trigger an email to me, kind of drawing my attention to not only this document, but this specific comment. Okay, so hopefully if some of you didn't know that trick, you know that trick now. One thing I will say, also there is these resolve buttons, and I know that, notice someone already did that. When you're leaving questions in the syllabus or in the assignment prompts, if I answer it, please don't resolve it. The idea is just that if you had the question, chances are your other classmates had the question. So go ahead when you know, kind of your assigned things to do, or specifically with the syllabus or the assignment prompts, if you're asking questions, don't resolve them. But say you do resolve them, please notice they're always saved up here in the upper right hand corner. There's that message, it's resolved, and I can even reopen it if I want. So I'm going to resolve it again. Okay, so tips and tricks on commenting. So that's one thing you'll have to do for due date 1. Let's see, what else do you have to do? This assignment has a lot of moving parts to it. It's asking you to make a folder and put it in our shared folder, and then it's asking you to make a copy of a document. And before you do all that, I'm going to even show you a trick. Yeah, show you a trick. So, right now, unless you moved it there, this folder, this shared English 307 folder, it doesn't live in your drive. And so it means for you to get to this folder, either you have to come to D2L and click on this shared, or it was all shared with you. If you all go down to your shared with me section here over on the left in Drive, you would see the shared. I don't have it because I made it, so it wouldn't share it with myself, but you would see it. So one thing I suggest you do before you go any further in the class is go into your Drive, and you'll notice in the upper right hand corner, you know you're in your University of Arizona 1 when it has the little logo next to your picture. Go up into your Drive, go to shared, find the course folder that says shared English 307 something something something, grab it, click it, grab it, and drag it over to my Drive. And what that will do is it will put the folder here so whenever you go to your drive, you can always get to it. You don't have to flounder around looking for it. So that's tip 1. Okay, so once you're there, so let's find summer. We're in summer. So I'm getting myself back to the share. There we go. So once you're here, you'll notice what you were asked to do. Here's the syllabus, the major assignment prompts, so you can find them easily. What you were asked to do is make a folder in Project 1, and so 2 of your classmates have done that. That's easy. Just make sure you're in this area. Click New up here in the left-hand corner. You're going to click a folder, and then you're going to title it something like Rodrigo, Project number 1, 307. The instructions give you oh yeah, I like someone accidentally did fall 2017 because probably the instructions said that. Notice it's easy to rename, so I'm gonna quickly change that one. Summer 2018. Ta-da. So your folder is in there now, and that's where you're gonna put your work because for Project 1 you have a bunch of documents. So that's part 1 of this assignment, is that you had to create a folder. Part 2 is that you need to make a copy of this document and start doing it. So the document, when you click out, is a spreadsheet. Now, when you click out to it, it won't, like, I can edit it because I own the document. It's going to only allow you to do one of 2 things. It's either going to allow you to copy it. If you come over here to File, it's either going to allow you to make a copy or download. Honestly, probably the easiest thing for you to do is download it as a Microsoft Excel. And this is a great time for you to add, oh, there's that spot. There's last name, first name. You know, change it right there. I can spell my last name, really, I can. I promise. Most days, some days, occasionally. There we go. Okay, so I downloaded it. And then I'm going back to my folder, and it's easy to move files from your computer. Oh, great. Where did I download it to? Oops. Sigh. Let's see. Where did I download it to? It says desktop. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. Okay, so it's easy enough to grab a file, drag it into wherever the folder is in Gdrive, and drop it there. Now here's the problem. The file is a Microsoft Excel document. You can't edit that in Google. But what you can do, and this is what I suggest, is right-click on it, open with. You're going to convert it to a Google Sheet. Converting, converting, converting. And voila, you now can edit and do the work in the document. And it's an editable, like I'm going to go up here and just erase that. And if you go back to your folder, you have 2. And so what I would do is right click on the Excel and delete it. And so now there's that working document for you to work through. Now the final step for this assignment is it does tell you to download this. Again, you're going to only be able to download or copy. In these instances, you're going to see a lot of these throughout the course. I would download. And what it's asking you to do, so I'm going to open it up and bring it in the window here so you can see it. It's basically a document for you to submit your work for the class. Because if you sorry, it makes it editing because, again, remember, I'm an instructor. What you have to do here is you have to add an attachment to submit it. And hold on. View as student, so it looks like what you guys are going to get. Content. Here we go. Okay. It's an assignment. And yep, see, it asks you to drag and drop to basically put a file in here. So what you're going to want to do is that Microsoft Word document you downloaded, you're going to want to put your name, Shelly. Again, really, I can type my name, I promise. I know this doesn't give you much hope, does it? And notice it's asking for 2 URLs. So one, your Google Drive folder. So I'm going to come up here. I'm in my Drive folder, and it's the last one on the breadcrumbs. That's what these are called. They're called breadcrumbs. It's the last one. I'm going to go up here and grab the URL. I did Control C. Hold on. So Control C or Command C. You can also highlight it, right click, copy. I'm going to now go back to my Microsoft Word document and Control V or right click, paste. Please make sure you hit return or space and turn this this link into a functional hyperlink. I beg of you, that's me as the instructor, because when you don't do that, I then have to copy and paste, and that takes a little bit longer, and actually when I'm copying and paste from D2L, it's cranky. So one, I put in the URL for the G drive. It's also asking the URL to your chart. So come back out here. I'm in my chart. It's got my name on it. I'm going to grab this URL at the top. I'm going to paste it. Voila. Make it a functional link. Hit save. And then I'm going to upload that document. Where is that document? Yay, there it is. Ta-da! And just to show you, so you can get a sense of what this looks like and why I'm asking for the links. So if we go back to give me my teacher privileges to view, and if we come back here to assignments, and we quickly go in, and the one I submitted, there we go. Weird. Oh, I submitted the chart. Oops. Haha. I didn't submit the Microsoft Word document. I hate when that happens. So I submitted the wrong thing. Make sure you submit the right one. I submitted the chart, and that's why it looks gobbledygook. But you'll notice here this hot link, that's what I'm asking, and that's why I'm asking the URLs. So submit your right documents, or you're going to get a polite message from me saying, hey, I think you submitted the wrong one. And then you can redo it like I would now. But anywho, hopefully this helps you figure out all the stuff with Google. And on the one hand, you're learning some really cool stuff. On the other hand, part of what you saw, even with just some of the mistakes I make, it's complicated. I mean, technology, these digital communication technologies have gotten sophisticated, and they're asking us to think and do a lot of things that we might forget to do. So I look forward to seeing all your work tonight. And again, just keep trying to do it. When you get stuck, send me an email, and we'll go from there.